Hi, Martin here. Please don't laugh at my approximation of shredding and Satriani and all that kind of stuff. I don't usually play that kind of style, but the reason I'm doing so is because we have today an Ibanez EX series, sort of shreddy, early 90s. It's actually a 1991 guitar, this, made in Korea. Now, for a 1991 guitar, it is pretty much, well, I hesitate to say mint condition, but there's not really a mark on it. We'll go through the features and we'll see what we think. So I had a whale of a time, that's the ironic term, of setting up this low TRS Ibanez tremolo licensed under Floyd Rose patents bridge. It's actually made in Japan, this, and it was a right pain to get correct, 'cause I took it all to bits and cleaned it up, and then to put it back together again and get it straight and all that kind of stuff. It took a little while, but it's working perfectly now. I don't know if you can see from just in there, it is perfectly flat, and all the bits and pieces are working, all the screws and things. Obviously 2 humbuckers and a single coil in the middle here. They're ceramic, and that's Alnico, the single coil. 22 fret neck with these markers. Lovely, cool, quite a cool logo, I reckon, that. EX series Ibanez. On the back it says, proudly says, made in Korea. So maple neck with rosewood fingerboard, of course. Kind of flat, shallow neck, not quite as small as the Wizard necks, apparently. I think it looks amazing, and of course, let's not forget the flip paint. Purple, blue, purple, blue, purple, blue. And that's not just the outside making it blue, it really is proper flip paint, like a Max Power magazine from the early 90s. They were painting guitars in that kind of paint as well. So this is the code name is EX370, and UV stands for ultraviolet, I believe that's the name of the paint. Solid wood body, although you can see some, I have to be honest, you can see some joins where they've obviously had an enormous piece of wood and they've joined loads of bits of smaller wood together and then just cut out the body shape. Body shape's the same as the RG, I think, except more rounded, I gather. This is slightly different to the RG. So they're making these in Korea in the early 90s to try and make them cheaper, basically, than the Japanese ones. And these are still cheaper than Japanese ones. This, I reckon, is worth about 250 quid. For a cool retro shredder, I don't think that's bad at all. Especially in this kind of good nick. It actually still has got the little plastic covers on the let's get that focused in, on the little bits on the tuning pegs here. See, that's still got that on. There is a little bit of fret wear. You can see it. Just maybe just get it focused in. There's a little bit of fret wear. I'll take some photos. I'm selling it, of course. The only thing you can complain about the construction is, let's get into, see if we can get focus on here. There's a bit of super glue sort of sticking out the edge of these little triangles, which I don't think they would have let get out the factory if it was actually a Japanese guitar. So it's more sort of workmanship than craftsmanship from the Korean factory. Court made these. Court made a lot of cool stuff for other brands, like the Protone series for Squire. They were really good. So still, I quite like, in a sort of funny reverse snobbery way, I quite like the 90s Court stuff. They were certainly capable of making anything, you know. They just, Ibanez presumably said to them, make an RG but cheap. So that's what they did. And Squire must have said to them, make an American Strat or telly, but cheap, and they did so successfully, in my opinion. So yeah, if you think about what's available on the new market, you can, for about 250 quid, you get a Jackson Dinky. It's probably, I don't know for certain if it's made in China, but it doesn't come with a massive Floyd Rose. It just comes in black. It doesn't have this amazing paint. I've never seen paint like this on a guitar ever before. For me, it's really cool, but in a kind of uncool way. You know what I mean? It's so uncool, it's cool again. Totally unique, in my opinion. It's got a scarf joint at the back of the neck there, which is no problem. And yeah, now I've actually managed to get it set up, which took me about a whole day to get it going. So, trem works, still in tune. Very nice. So this is through the Katana 50, that was on the lead channel. I'll give you an idea of the neck pickup's really nice. You wouldn't really buy one of these for jazz, but if you did, it would sound good. Yeah, very nice. In between position. Okay, it's not that stratty. Just adds a little bit of the quackiness. The only thing I can see wrong with this is there's a little bit of a crackle on the volume pot. Just a little bit. Right at the top end there. Seems to have gone. There's just a tiny bit in there. Yeah, so I was going to try and murder Always With Me, Always With You.